Ryan Griffin joins us in the 7 o'clock hour. To the phone to go to Susie. Hello, Susie. Thank you for calling WWL.
Hey, I'm calling from Marietta, Georgia. I'm an Atlanta
thank you
Falcon
so
fan.
much for calling.
I'm an Atlanta Falcon fan, and I just wanted to.
Well, that's all right. We don't. I mean, nobody's perfect, but go right ahead.
I just want to let you and your counterpart know that I wish you would learn how to enunciate your words and speak English.
Okay, Susan. Well, why don't you tell us how? Give us a lesson while you're here.
And when you come to the Georgia Dome, I think we might educate you.
Well, really? Well, do you have a number 2 pencil ready?
Do I do what?
Do you have a number 2 pencil handy? Because I'm gonna give you a quick lesson. Do you know what 11 is? And
what are you insinuating?
If you would dictate the notes, I would tell you, Susan, when we come to the Georgia Dome. 11 is the number of times we have beaten the Falcons since 2006. And you know what 3 is? 3 is the number of times that Atlanta has won.
So basically, almost for a decade, Susan, the Saints have dominated the Falcons as of late.
Yeah. So the only lesson we're going to take from you is how to be a loser from a Georgia Atlanta Falcon fan.
And Susan,
I think that you need to look at your record this past year. I think you're the epitome of a loser.
Oh, and you know what? We were 1-1 against the Falcons, and you were undefeated when you came to the Dome, and we beat you. And Susan, and congratulations for you playing in the Super Bowl this year. We're so glad that you made it to the Super Bowl.
I think it's going to be interesting when we humiliate you in your Louisiana Superdome.
Susan, if you come to the Superdome, we'd be glad to have you out at the Bud Light countdown to kickoff in front of the Who Dat Nation. They would truly enjoy your educated platform. Thank you so much. God bless,
Susan.
And whenever you win a Super Bowl, you let us know.
When you say correct English or learn how to speak, United States is a melting pot. I mean, it's not like one language that.
You people.
Look here, lady.
So what is your background? What is your last name,
Where you
Susan?
from?
Yeah, where are you from? What is your roots?
Because
there's a lot of people.
Listen, I know much better than us.
I live in Marietta, Georgia.
I know Marietta, Georgia, and a lot of people they're almost expats. They're not from Marietta. They weren't born and raised there. Were you born and raised there? Are you a transplant? Where are you from? Are you a Yankee?
I'm a transplant.
It figures. Where are you from? You from the Northeast or where?
That's really irrelevant.
Well, was it too cold for you? Well, why you had to come down south? It's too cold for you?
You insulting our people is what's uneducated and ignorant, but you're too dumb to realize that. Goodbye, woman. All right, that was Susan from Georgia. And to make it even more senseless, she was a Falcon fan.
Well, no, I mean, nothing wrong. I mean, come on. She's from...
She's an embarrassment to her fan base, man. Find something good to talk about. When you're going to talk smack to somebody, that's one good thing about Muhammad Ali, whether you liked him or not. He backed it up. It was relevant because he was good. When your record against a team in the last 14 games is 3-11, you have to be plumb dumb asinine to try and talk smack against somebody. And on the fact of that, Atlanta is on that very, very small list of teams that haven't won a Super Bowl. Okay? So if you talk smack, it's all right. Back it up. There's a reason why teams that win championships talk smack, and those who don't can. Susan, outside the gates here, the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, we're always getting a bunch of texts. Saints fans would love to meet you.
Is the type of Falcons fan, let me tell you, because I was there, I was part of it. If they win, they're going to be there. If they win, if they don't win, they could care less about the Falcons. They're not passionate. A lot of them, they're not even from Georgia.
Like Susan probably never been to a Falcons game. She's probably a Braves fan.
Both of my neighbors, one of them had a Cleveland Browns fan. The other one had a Patriots flag flying. Because that's where their roots were. They weren't even from Atlanta. Now, if the Falcons were winning, they were going to support them. They're not winning.
Right.
They it's out of sight, out of mind.
Right. I love when, but I'm gonna tell you now. I remain relatively calm, but when somebody insults like you people, our people, now then the gloves come off. Then man or woman, I'm sorry. I don't believe. I am nonviolent. I've never been in any type of ruckus in my life. But when you put down on my people, well, it's on like a pot of neck bone.
It's listen. We all speak English or attempt to speak English. I should say that. The United States is a melting pot. To say that we speak in the King's English or the King James version, come on.
Her and the rest of the Funky Chicken fan base, they're always welcome. This is Sports Talk on WWL.